Hey, I'm Jimmy. I'm the co-founder of Superpath, and I'm going to just give you a quick run through of how our recruiting services and job board work. So, when you go to superpath.co, the first thing you will see is our job board. But there's some things going on behind the scenes here that I'll just quickly walk you through. So, when a company hires us to help them fill a content marketing role, a few things happen. And I'll use Podia as an example to show you what this looks like. The first thing is I send the hiring manager a quick questionnaire about this role, and it just asks some basic questions about the job, the salary, the location, if that's applicable, etc. Softball questions just kind of helps me get an idea of exactly what this job is and who it's for. The next thing that we do is I schedule a video Q&A with the hiring manager or the this new hire's direct manager. So it's good to talk to someone really who's going to work with this person on a day-to-day basis. So like in this example, Len Marketing is the CMO of Podia. He's hiring for a community marketer who will be part of the content team. Len will be this person's boss. And so I chat with Len for about 12 to 15 minutes about the role. And so we talk about a lot of things that job postings just don't cover. So it's not really so much about the 5 skills that you need to perform this job well. Like in this interview, which you can go on the site and watch, Len and I talk about Podia as a company. How old is it? How many employees are there? How much funding have they raised? How many people are on the content team? How much content do they produce? What is their audience like? How often does the content team meet? Who are these people? Is it all creators? Are there editors? Are there demand gen folks involved? Like what is the vibe? What is the makeup? Who are the people? Who will this, if the person who fills this role, who will they end up interacting with? And it's just context that job postings just don't have. It's all very it's very content specific, which is the point. Like I want content marketers to come on this site, watch these videos and read these job listings and feel like they have a really good understanding of what this job will actually be like. So we do that. And then I link to the Podia job description here, but I also write up an analysis of what I think of this role. And I think this is really important because it helps people self-select for the job. Companies tend to try to make their own business look really fantastic for anyone who might apply. And, I'm sure a lot of these companies really are fantastic, but I'm trying to help people self-select for these very specific roles. So like based on what I know from the salary, for example, I can check that against data I have from our Superpath salary reports to try to figure out like what level of experience does this person need, and are we going to set the right expectations, right? If it's a 50K a year job, I'm not going to send this person candidates that are expecting to make 125K, just as an example. I think that for the most part, there's no bad jobs. It's just a matter of helping folks understand that, like in this case, this is kind of a mid-level role. Like the right person for this job probably has between 2 and 5 years of experience doing either content or community marketing. And there's a handful of skills that Len talks about, but there's also a handful of things of expectations he has for the role. Things like how will this person be measured? Like, and based on the type of work they do, what metrics will they put against that? Things like that I want the applicants to know about ahead of time. So my analysis is meant to be independent, unbiased. I'll tell you what I think about the role. I'll tell you what I like about it. I'll give the applicant questions that they should be asking if I think that there are potential red flags or challenges. You can obviously go ahead and read this. Tell me what you think. So after someone reads this and decides that they're interested, they can express that intent by clicking the apply button. But this does not go straight to the Podia job application. It goes to a quick Google form that just collects a little bit of information, LinkedIn profile, and writing samples basically. And then I compile all of that in a Notion document and I leave my comments. And then I pass this on to the company. I think this is important because one, it saves you a little bit of time, but also you get a content. I mean, I've been doing content marketing for 10 years. I've done tons of hiring. I've worked with a lot of different people. I feel like I understand these roles pretty well, and I have a pretty good understanding of what would make for a good fit. So I leave comments on each individual person, and then we invite the best ones to apply. So my goal is to send you 3 to 5 really fantastic people as opposed to 500 so-so people that you then have to go sort through hundreds of resumes and writing samples. We're having really good success with this so far. We've placed a handful of people at jobs directly through this process, and those customers have been really happy. So anyways, that's a quick overview of how this works. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me an email, jimmy@superpath.co, and I hope we can help you fill that content role quickly. Thanks. Take care.